It's a conversation many of us instinctively shy away from, isn't it? We talk about health, finances, travel, grandchildren. But when it comes to the ultimate certainty, a quiet hush often falls. We navigate life's challenges with courage, yet this particular journey often remains shrouded in unspoken fears and unanswered questions. Perhaps you felt it too, that little whisper of anxiety about what lies ahead. Or maybe a quiet hope for peace, dignity, and understanding as we age. The painful reality is that by avoiding this natural part of life, we often deny ourselves and our loved ones the gift of preparation, clarity, and true peace of mind. We might imagine a difficult, lonely, or undignified end, fueled by stories and assumptions rather than true understanding. But what if there were hidden truths, comforting insights, that could completely transform this perspective? What if embracing this conversation could actually enrich your life right now, filling it with more intention, connection, and joy? In this video, we're going to gently pull back the curtain on 5 profound truths about death after 75. These aren't morbid facts. They are empowering insights designed to help you live more fully, prepare with peace, and even find new meaning in your later years. We'll talk about topics often left unsaid, helping you gain a clearer picture and a deeper sense of control over your own journey. So, settle in, open your heart, and watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you. Let's dive right into the first hidden truth, one that can bring immense peace just by acknowledging it. The conversation about death, particularly our own, almost always starts too late. We often put it off, thinking, "Oh, there's plenty of time," or "I don't want to upset anyone," or even, "It's just too morbid to talk about." Society itself often treats death as a taboo, something to be whispered about, or only addressed in times of crisis. This avoidance, this silence, becomes a hidden truth because it keeps us from openly discussing what we truly want, what brings us comfort, and what matters most as we approach the end of our lives. Think about it. How many times have you heard of families struggling, agonizing over decisions for a loved one who can no longer speak for themselves? This isn't just a hypothetical scenario. It's a painful reality for countless families. They're left guessing, making choices under immense stress, often without truly knowing the person's deepest wishes. This puts a tremendous burden on those we love most, and it means our own values and preferences might not be honored. The hidden truth here is that by starting this conversation now, while we are well and able to express ourselves clearly, we give a profound gift to ourselves and to our families. We free them from the burden of guesswork, allowing them to focus on love and connection, not on difficult medical or personal decisions. So, what does starting this conversation look like? It doesn't mean having a heavy, morbid discussion that lasts for hours. It can be simple, gentle steps. Perhaps you begin by sharing a thought about a friend who passed away, and how you admired or wished something had been different in their final days. Maybe you write down a few thoughts in a journal about what comfort means to you, or what kind of music you'd like to hear if you were very ill. It could be as practical as discussing where important documents are kept, or who you'd want to make decisions on your behalf if you couldn't. The key is to open the door, even just a crack. Talk to a trusted family member, a close friend, or even a spiritual advisor. Share your fears, your hopes, and your preferences. You might be surprised at how relieved your loved ones are that you're willing to talk about it, and how much closer it brings you. It's not about planning for your demise. It's about planning for how you want to live your entire life, including its natural conclusion, with dignity and peace. For instance, my dear friend Margaret, in her late 80s, started talking to her children about her wishes years ago. She'd share stories from her childhood, her favorite hymns, and even what kind of flowers she'd like at a memorial when her health began to decline recently. Her children felt so much more prepared and at peace, knowing they were truly honoring her. This ongoing conversation made her final years more about shared love and less about difficult decisions. Now, let's smoothly move to another hidden truth that often plagues our minds. It's not always painful or undignified. For so many of us, the image of dying is one of suffering, tubes, beeps, and a loss of personal control. We see dramatic scenes in movies or hear heartbreaking stories, and these images can foster a deep-seated fear that the end of life will be a long, drawn-out battle filled with agony. This is a powerful, often unacknowledged fear that keeps many from truly embracing their later years. But this, my friends, is largely a misconception, a hidden truth that needs to be brought into the light. The reality, especially in modern healthcare, is that comfort and dignity are paramount. We have incredible advancements in pain management and symptom control, particularly through something called palliative care and hospice care. And let's be clear, palliative care isn't about giving up hope. It's about adding comfort and quality of life at any stage of a serious illness, from diagnosis onward. Hospice care, on the other hand, is a specific type of palliative care for those nearing the end of life. Typically, when curative treatments are no longer effective or desired, these services are designed to ensure that you are as comfortable as possible, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Imagine a team of doctors, nurses, social workers, and even spiritual counselors working together to manage pain, nausea, fatigue, anxiety, and any other symptoms that might arise. They focus on making sure you can eat what you enjoy, sleep peacefully, and engage in activities that bring you joy for as long as possible. It's about empowering you to live your remaining days with the highest possible quality. This means that if you're struggling with discomfort, there are dedicated professionals whose entire focus is on alleviating that discomfort. It means preserving your dignity, honoring your choices, and ensuring your environment is as peaceful and personal as you desire. Many people who have experienced hospice or palliative care, either personally or with a loved one, speak of the profound peace and unexpected moments of joy that these services bring. It shifts the focus from fighting illness to living well in the present moment. For example, my neighbor, Frank, was quite ill in his late 70s. He feared a painful end. But once hospice care began, his pain was meticulously managed. He was able to spend quality time with his grandchildren, watching old movies and sharing stories. He even enjoyed his favorite ice cream almost daily. His last weeks were filled with gentle moments, not suffering, a testament to the power of compassionate care. This hidden truth means you have the right and the means to experience an end-of-life journey that is filled with comfort, dignity, and peace, not fear. Now that we've talked about the importance of open conversations and the reality of comfort and dignity, let's explore another incredibly empowering hidden truth. You have far more control than you think over your final wishes and how your journey unfolds. Many people feel a sense of powerlessness when they think about illness or the end of life, as if they will be at the mercy of medical systems or others' decisions. But this simply isn't true. This hidden truth is about reclaiming your agency, ensuring your voice is heard, and that your values guide your care. This control primarily comes through what are often called advance directives. These might sound formal or intimidating, but they are simply legal documents that allow you to express your wishes for medical treatment and designate someone to make decisions for you if you become unable to communicate. The most common forms are a living will and a durable power of attorney for healthcare, sometimes called a medical proxy. A living will is where you specify the types of medical treatments you would or would not want, such as artificial feeding, resuscitation, or life support. It's about outlining your preferences so doctors and family members know exactly what you desire. A durable power of attorney for healthcare is equally vital. This document names a trusted person, often a family member or close friend, as your healthcare agent. This person then has the legal authority to make medical decisions on your behalf, ensuring your previously expressed wishes are followed. Having these documents in place is not about expecting the worst. It's about ensuring your peace of mind and protecting your autonomy. It's a gift to yourself and to those you love, preventing difficult ethical dilemmas for your family when they are already grieving or under stress. The powerful thing about these documents is that they are living, breathing statements of your preferences. You can change them at any time as your values or circumstances evolve. Perhaps you initially stated one preference, but after more thought or new experiences, your feelings shift. That's perfectly fine. You can update your directives. So, how do you take action on this hidden truth? Start by simply learning more. Many hospitals, senior centers, and legal aid organizations offer free resources and workshops on advanced directives. You can also discuss this with your doctor, who can provide context and guidance. Once you understand the basics, talk to the person you wish to designate as your healthcare agent. Make sure they understand your wishes clearly and are comfortable taking on that responsibility. Then, seek legal advice to draft the documents correctly. It doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes these can be done as part of broader estate planning or through community legal services. Once signed, share copies with your healthcare agent, your family, and your doctor, and keep a copy easily accessible. My aunt, Eleanor, always told us she never wanted to be kept alive by machines. She put it in her living will when she had a sudden stroke in her late 80s. Her children, though heartbroken, knew exactly what she wanted. There were no arguments, no second guessing, just a unified effort to ensure her comfort and dignity, honoring her profound wish. This hidden truth about taking control of your medical future truly empowers you and brings a profound sense of calm. Moving on to a profoundly touching hidden truth, one that often gets overshadowed by more tangible considerations. Your legacy isn't just about money or possessions. It's about your stories, your wisdom, and your connections. When we think of legacy, our minds often jump to wills, inheritances, or perhaps big accomplishments. While these are certainly a part of it, they are far from the whole picture. The true, enduring legacy you leave behind is in the tapestry of your life experiences, the lessons you've learned, the values you've lived by, and the love you've shared. This is a hidden truth because it's so intangible, yet so incredibly powerful and often overlooked until it's almost too late. Imagine the richness of a life not measured by wealth, but by wisdom. How much would your grandchildren or great-grandchildren cherish a story about your childhood, your biggest challenge, your greatest joy, told in your own voice? These are the real treasures. This hidden truth emphasizes that the most valuable gifts you can leave behind are not found in a bank account, but in the echoes of your laughter, the warmth of your embrace, the lessons you imparted, and the love that permeated your relationships. It's about reconciliation, forgiveness, and expressing gratitude. Perhaps there are old friendships that need mending, words of appreciation that need to be spoken, or an untold story that yearns to be shared. These acts of connection and sharing are profoundly healing, not just for those around you, but for your own spirit. They allow for closure, understanding, and a deeper sense of peace. How can you embrace this truth and build this kind of legacy? There are countless ways. You could simply start sharing stories from your past, perhaps during family dinners or casual conversations. You might write letters to loved ones, expressing your feelings, your hopes for them, or reflections on shared memories. Some people enjoy recording their life stories, either through audio recordings, video diaries, or by working with a family member to write them down. Think about your values, what matters most to you. How have those values guided your life? Sharing these insights can be a guiding light for future generations. Forgiveness. both of others and of yourself, is a powerful part of this legacy. It frees you from lingering burdens and allows you to move forward with a lighter heart. Consider Peter, a gentleman I knew who had a strained relationship with his son for years. In his late 80s, he realized the most important thing was to mend that bond. He wrote a heartfelt letter, expressing his regrets and his love. That simple act transformed their relationship in his final years, leaving his son with profound peace and a sense of connection, far more valuable than any inheritance. This hidden truth is a beautiful invitation to connect, share, and live out your values in ways that will resonate for generations to come, enriching your life here and now. And now, for the fifth and final hidden truth, the one that might surprise you the most, the one I hinted at in the very beginning. Facing death can actually make your life richer, more vibrant, and more meaningful right now. This might seem contradictory. How can contemplating the end of life lead to more life? This is the profound paradox that many discover when they shed their fears and embrace this natural part of existence. For many of us, the idea of death lurks in the background, an unspoken anxiety that can subtly dim the present moment. We might avoid thinking about it, hoping to push it away. But what often happens when we push something away is that it still exerts a quiet, underlying pressure. When we choose instead to turn towards it, to acknowledge its inevitability, something remarkable shifts. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, the shadows recede, and you can see things clearly. This clarity often leads to a profound reevaluation of what truly matters. Petty grievances fade. The trivial worries that consume our days lose their power. What comes to the forefront are relationships, experiences, purpose, and the sheer beauty of each passing day. This hidden truth encourages us to live more intentionally. If you know your time is finite, and whose isn't, you are more likely to prioritize how you spend it. Are you spending time with people who uplift you? Are you pursuing activities that bring you joy and meaning? Are you expressing the love and gratitude you feel? Facing our mortality isn't about becoming morbid. It's about becoming acutely aware of the preciousness of every moment. It sharpens our focus on living fully, deeply, and authentically. It can inspire us to mend relationships, pursue long-held dreams, or simply savor a quiet cup of tea on the porch. It reduces the fear of death itself because you've looked it in the eye and chosen to live vibrantly in its presence. For example, my friend Clara, after a serious health scare in her late 70s, completely changed her outlook. She started volunteering, mended a strained relationship with her sister, and even took up painting, something she'd always wanted to do. She said, "Realizing how short life truly is didn't make me sad. It made me want to squeeze every drop of joy out of it." Her life, by all accounts, became infinitely richer in her later years because she embraced the truth of her own finitude. This shift in perspective, from dread to appreciation, from avoidance to engagement, is the true surprise. It's the ultimate hidden truth that unlocks a deeper, more profound experience of life itself. It gives us the courage to be fully present, to love without reservation, and to leave nothing important unsaid or undone. So, let's take a moment to reflect on these 5 hidden truths we've journeyed through together. We've talked about the immense peace that comes from starting conversations about your wishes early, giving a precious gift of clarity to your loved ones. We explored how modern palliative and hospice care ensure that comfort and dignity are absolutely achievable, transforming a once-feared experience into one of gentle peace. We delved into the profound power you hold through advanced directives, ensuring your voice guides your care and your values are honored to the very end. We then broadened our view of legacy, recognizing that your most valuable inheritance isn't material wealth, but the rich tapestry of your stories, your wisdom, your love, and the deep connections you foster. And finally, we uncovered that surprising, Transformative truth that by acknowledging the finite nature of life, we can actually unlock a deeper appreciation for every moment, living with more intention, joy, and profound connection than ever before. These aren't truths to fear, but insights to embrace. They aren't about hastening anything, but about enriching everything. They are about empowering you, giving you peace of mind, and allowing you to live your later years with purpose, authenticity, and profound joy. Remember, small steps in understanding and preparing can make an immense difference to your peace of mind and the well-being of those you love. You are not alone in this journey, and there are resources and people ready to support you. I genuinely hope this conversation has offered you some comfort, clarity, and perhaps even a fresh perspective. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these truths, or any experiences you might have that relate to them. Please feel free to share your insights in the comments section below. Your wisdom can truly help others in our community. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us know what content resonates most with you. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel for more helpful content designed to empower and inspire you to live your very best life at every age. Thank you for joining me on this important conversation. Live your best life at every age.